Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Now come on in. Now.
Ooh, hey everybody, what's going on? Hold up, let's see if it'll work today. Did we hear the cheers? I don't know. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl BondyBlue. I'm back for another Married to Medicine girl. No, y'all didn't hear it. This is just ridiculous. This is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. I don't know how else to describe it. It only works when you're talking. Like, okay, so let me go look into the audio. Let's go look into the audio. Hmm, let's do that. Yeah, I don't. And I know, 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 I know. Girl, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it's being like this, girl. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. I feel like it works when you don't wear your headset. Oh, we hear it now. Oh, y'all heard it just then? We're gonna try it one more time. Mm. Was that it? Was it only working when I was talking? Is that what it was? I wonder what's that about. Yeah, it seems to only be working when I'm talking. That's so weird. Oh, girl, something for me to have to figure out. Something for me to have to figure out, girl. But anyway, I wonder why that's happening. I don't know. I have no clue, and I don't want to mess with it right now. Because when I mess with it on here, it can sometimes like, mess up the camera. It's a whole situation, girl. But either way, I'm just go ahead and say I'm happy to be here. Okay. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that y'all are here, and we're gonna get into Married to Medicine because I missed 2 episodes of Married to Medicine, but the last episode wasn't really much. So let's just get straight into it. Please make sure that you follow my channel, that you like the video, you subscribe if you would not mind. And also, girl, go on down to the BondyBlue Bites because there are new uploads today. Actually, BondyBlue Bites should have ended a premiere on Remy and Pep, like literally before I came up here. So anything, you know what I'm saying, that I am doing my long form lives on is being reposted on BondyBlue Bites in shorter bites, right? That's the whole thing, right? Play on words. Haha. So make sure you go over there and subscribe, please. And thank you. Okay. All right. You're not late. You're not late. We're about to get into the notes. That's why I have to wipe my glasses, girl, so I can see this shit clearly. So we're gonna rush through 9 and then get into the 10 of it all. Okay. So Toya and Eugene talking to the kids about the 8th grade dance. Ashton doesn't want to go. Toya wouldn't have been into Eugene because she liked bad boys. Yeah, we got it. Oh yeah. Well, all right. Tweedledee, tweedledee. Oh yeah. Toya wouldn't have been into Eugene. We hear this all the time from her. Thanks for letting us know. See, that's the thing. Y'all don't catch these little small moments where Toya is saying something and y'all really only see it as, oh, it makes Eugene look bad. I think it's it's the fact that Toya sometimes wishes that she was with somebody that matched her freak. And I feel like Eugene doesn't match her freak. She loves him. I think they're a great couple, but I don't think he matches her freak. And because of that, I think that she does have a bit of jealousy toward Quad because Quad, or envious really, because Quad was free. So once Quad was no longer with Gregory, and now she's free to go and find out who can match her freak out there in the world, okay? And then she found King, and King is showing up with his chest out. And as Toya said, he was the only one of the husbands that should or could have his chest out. I guess she totally forgot about Mimi's husband over there, but that's all right because I don't remember his name. So we all forgot about Mimi's husband, but we know Mimi is there with a husband, okay? So she also tells us that her senior year, she would have wanted to see if she could make Eugene prom king. And Eugene was like, bitch, what are you talking about? I was already prom king. Like, he ain't say it like that. But she always trying to play son. And when they showed that old picture of Eugene, I was like, Eugene was a very nice looking young man. Like, I don't understand what's happening here. Why you trying to play him like a side order? Why you trying to play him like a side bean burger? Like a soybean burger sandwich, girl. What's happening? Why are you trying to play that man like that? It's a good looking man. He gained weight, but in high school, he's a nice looking man. And he said, I was prom king, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? I was already prom king at my school. And she was like, yeah, 20 kids. He was like 27. Okay, which is closer to 30, but still, I was prom king of that thing. And that's all that really matters. Okay. That's all that really matters. Don't act like I didn't have, the je ne sais quoi in order to do that. Like I was some geeky nerd nigga. Nah, I might be a geeky nerd nigga at your, rough and tumble, dangerous minds, high school. But over here, at the school that I went to, no. I was considered popular. Okay. Um, they say that even though one of the little boys is on girlfriend number 3 this year, they are no PDA in public because they want the kids to focus on other things. And I'm like, what does that have to do with the other? Like, and I say that because I feel like, first of all, I do feel like kids can focus on grades and their relationships with one another at the same time, as long as we're like keeping in mind these relationships are to be balanced. These relationships are kitty relationships, so you can not be getting all jealous. And you have to put parameters and teach them how to have these relationships. And I feel like a lot of people don't do that. What they do is showcase toxicity in their relationships and then think that their children are going to be like in middle school, not mirroring some of those same toxic traits with their little boyfriend girlfriend that they may like at school. That's just what's going to happen. Um so for me, I'm just kind of like, he can focus on school and still like girls at the same time. But also, I don't understand how not having PDA, not having them show that they like a girl, is going to create this space where they're focusing more on school. Because essentially what you're saying is that, oh, don't showcase this in public, but in private, we talk about you and your little girlfriend. So we know you have little girlfriend. So I don't know how the PDA affects focusing on school, but okay. Okay. And I also feel like we all know kids are going to do whatever they're going to do. You know what I'm saying? Um, Toya says Eugene is an easier parent. I feel like often dads are easier parents, depending. Okay. It just depends. If the mother is the one that is very like on top of everything and she is the disciplinarian, i- the father a lot of times will be easier. I don't think that's the case though. I think Eugene seems stern when it's time to be stern, but I also feel like he leaves room for them to emotionally pontificate, for them to talk about how they feel, for them to ask themselves, excuse me, for them to ask themselves how they feel, which is a really healthy way of raising your sons. You want them to be able to understand and also express their emotions. That way they can control them and they won't be like the rest of you niggas out there in the world that can't control your emotions. So everybody around you has to be walking around on fucking eggshells. Let's be very clear. It doesn't matter whether you come from a 2-parent household or not. Some of y'all raise boys that turn into men that are tyrants to the community, child. I don't know about y'all, but I feel like we really like to think that certain things aren't happening because we don't live in a certain community. Meaning that if you don't see how white people get along, you don't know that they do some of the same shit that black people do in relationships. The same thing, for any other ethnicity, but also the same thing for different tax brackets. I think when people are having a single parent household versus a 2-parent household, people always assume that just because you have a 2-parent household, that is going to, make sure the boy child is responsible. And what I have seen more of than not is that that's really just a luck of the draw. Most of the two-parent households I see is like either or. You're either gonna get a really responsible man out of the situation, or you're gonna get somebody that relies on their parents for most of their adult life. Like that's going to happen as well. Like I see that all the time. I see so many dudes that went to good schools, grew up in middle class households, both parents still married to this day. And them niggas got baby mamas. They have not married those women. Like they still sometimes don't have their shit together financially. Like it doesn't push them to be more successful. In all honesty, it seems like as much as everybody want to talk about, oh, who goes to jail? Oh, child, there's so many factors and bullshit along with that argument. But essentially, I notice a lot of the times that they rely on their parents so they don't have the same drive as somebody that didn't have a two-parent household and a comfortable lifestyle growing up. The boys or who grew up with just their mom having to scratch and survive good times, like LeBron James and them dudes be out there hustling because they know what it's like to be poor. They want to take their mom out of that. They just know what the struggle is. They've watched it and they don't want that for themselves. Dudes that grew up without really having to experience struggle sometimes do not value what it takes to not have to struggle. So they're not willing to put forth the same amount of effort. So I feel like it's really a toss up. Like just like y'all saw with Simone's sons, one of them seemed like eventually he'll get his head on straight, and the other one, you don't think that'll ever happen because that little nigga just weird, and we just gonna have to worry about him. That's just all it is. One of them you're not gonna have to worry about. The other one you're gonna have to worry about him. That's just how it be. Okay. Um, not on my mama's strongest. Mamas be loving them sons to their detriment. Yes, absolutely. Such a real thing. It's not the quantity of parents in the home, it's the quality. That's what I think. That is exactly what I think. But that's a conversation for another time, girl. And we have a Bondy Blue show right after this. So we're gonna get in some things, girl. We're gonna do some things today. Okay. I'm sore, so I'm not doing no full workout today because I did it yesterday. So we can do some lives today, girl. Okay. Um, so yes, Toya is always playing in Eugene's face. It's very weird. Like I know you love that man, but my God, girl, you stay playing in his face. I like the fact that he knows to pop back at your ass. Get it out, Eugene. Don't hold it in. Jackie got invited to the White House, so she brings Heavenly and Simone. Phaedra goes on a date with this guy named Sheck, who she met at Sweet Tea's Sweet and Savory event. Okay. He's an African by way of France. And Phaedra says that she dates like white people, which means I'm not fucking just because we dating. And he also knows Apollo and tells her, and she says, yeah, well, he's married, so that's fine. But they seem to like each other. I wasn't gonna say it, but then Funky Dineva got on the internet and said it. Bisexual, maybe. Girl is giving gay. Just slightly, just a little bit. Not too much, but just slightly. He's still a very beautiful man. Okay, still a very very beautiful man. Just very very moisturized, very supple in the face area, the chest area. Everything was like shining and pretty skin. So it really don't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, but sometimes I feel like that might be an indicator that the relationship is not real and that it might be paid for penis TV. You know what I'm saying? Um, so Gregory is worried about being in quiet space. He doesn't want to come if um he doesn't want to come. He asked if your girl is sure that she wants to go. Listen. I'm gonna keep telling y'all what I've been telling y'all. Dr. Gregory wanted to come back on this show so that he can get back at Quad for leaving him by bringing his new wife, his younger new wife, onto Married to Medicine, because this show is about the women of Married to Medicine. It's not about the men. There was no reason for Dr. Gregory to come back to this show. And it's so obvious to me that because he waited until he had remarried to come back to the show, that this was supposed to be done in order to have a victorious moment over Quad because she left him. That's what that whole thing was about. Then you have that happening simultaneously as the other women are trying to kick her off the show and then bring this woman in. And I think that backfired on everybody. Heavenly, you know what I'm saying? Like that backfired because Letitia has been a thorn in Heavenly's ass a little bit. And, vice versa. So I just, girl, girl, I'm just trying to, keep in my mind that at the end of the day, this man put himself and his new wife in this position. And I don't care what anybody else says. So when you sitting up here talking about how you don't want to be in quiet space, do you not? Do you not? Because you came back on this show. I feel like the only reason you don't want to be in quiet space now is because she's bringing somebody with her. And it's just, girl, this happens all the time. You niggas could dish it, but you can't take it. Y'all were so okay and so gleeful. And so we just want her to move on. Whenever y'all were around quiet and she didn't have a man there with her. But now that she's brought her upgraded version to the table, now you're flipping the fuck out and everybody acting like, oh my God, this is so uncomfortable. Is it? Is it? It was cool when y'all was doing it the quad though. It was cool when everybody was doing it the quad. So please understand me. I am looking at this situation in whole and not just in a moment, but we'll get to the scene when we get to the scene. Calm down. Stop in the name of love, girl. Let me drive you there first. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But I definitely feel like from the very beginning, the only reason that you came back was to piss Quiet off, to get the one up on her. And it wasn't until she brought her man to the show that now you want to be like, I don't know if we should be around each other. Oh, is that right? Is that right? Okay. All right. All right. Mm-hmm. So where was I? Everyone. Okay. Everyone travels and Contessa, once they get there, and Contessa gives Heavenly that hug that hugs her down to the ground. I was just like, in all honesty, we would have had to fight. Like, I would have bit her or something. But like you pulling me, like I would have pulled her wig off. Something would have had to have happened. Like when if I'm hugging you and you kind of flip us down on the ground, when I tell you, as soon as I realized I was going down, I would have grabbed her hair. That way, as soon as I landed down on the ground, her wig landed with me. Because no, bitch, you're not about to play with me like that. That was a very cute way of trying to get that physical angst that Contessa has towards Heavenly off. It's starting to give sexual attention at this point. At this point, it's starting to give sexual attention, Contessa. I don't know if you're being made aware, but I always say it's a thin line between love and hate. And when a person is this angry and has this much passion towards another person, I have to wonder on how many layers did the affection go when y'all were good? Because if I don't really fuck with somebody and I don't like them, I do not want them in my space and I don't want to hug them. And I damn sure don't want to hug them so I could body slam them and now I could be on top of their body and we rolling around on the goddamn cement and we like 45, 50 years old. Like I don't want that. So for me, when that was done, it was done like in a way that just kind of made me question what we're actually upset about right now. Girl, what's going on, Contessa? Because you're not beating the gay rumors, girl. You is not beating it, the charge. Y'all not be you neither you are Heavenly. Y'all is not beating these charges down to the Married to Medicine child. Y'all, if y'all don't do nothing, y'all gonna do some low-key gay shit. Oh my God. And y'all be sitting up here talking about I'm tripping. Child, I am not tripping. Okay. I just know gay shit when I see it. Um Simone and Cecil have shirts for everybody. Letitia calls Jackie Skeletor. I'm not gonna disagree. Simone has these kind of bitches shirts, I guess. I don't know. It was teams. I can't remember. And they ask if Phaedra wants to redeem herself. What kind of bitches are we? Phaedra says it was about saying that she didn't do her part and she wasn't going to let any type of bitch say that. Quai says educated, glorious bitches. Okay, she gotta put some eloquentiousness over it. Okay. She got to put some extra wordage. Okay. She got to give some illustration through vocabulary, if you will. Okay. Um, Simone says she thinks that she's above them, and Cecil says y'all can't do Reiki. Y'all, I so like Cecil. Oh my god, he's hilarious. Get away from those plants. I'm sorry, y'all. My dog's in here. Um. So yes. I'm sorry. Toya says Heavenly, Contessa and Sweet Tea should go in a room together. And Contessa says if we go in a room together, me and Sweet Tea are gonna be the only two people coming out. And I was just like, is that right? Is that right? Why you want to go in a room with Why you want to go in a room with Heavenly? Why you want to go in a room with Heavenly, girl? I'm just get girl. What you want to go in the room with Heavenly for? Girl, looking for a few good women. I don't know what's going on, okay? But it's giving I need sexual healing. Sexual. Oh my God, Heavenly and Contessa are on the same team. Why are y'all doing this to us? The fact that Contessa was behind her on the boat, I was like, Contessa is such a top. Simone and Cecil are with Mimi and Steve. Oh God, I wrote her husband's name down. I'm gonna try to remember. Quad Toya combo together, their husbands, Jackie and Letitia and Phaedra are together. Curtis can't play, and Damon is scared of sharks. So here we are. So they row, right? Everybody's rowing and they gotta go and pick up the little ball and drop it in something else. It's a race, whatever. Child Greg was out there, and I feel like he in his mind, girl. It is mine. I'll always be that nigga. She misses me, that bitch. In my mind, she'll always want to be my girl. Okay, he is in his head thinking that if he wins this race, child, he is gonna want up this young man, and Quiet gonna feel like, see. You should have stayed. You should have stayed with him, girl. You should have stayed with him. Gotta my voice deeper than that, niggas. You should have stayed with him. Okay. That's what was in his mind. Okay. He thought he was winning. He thought he was on the road home. And then he started to lean. I said, oh no, don't lean, Greg. Greg, don't lean. And he leaned straight over and grabbed the side of the boat and fell into the goddamn water, y'all. Fell into the goddamn water. And then from then on, the nigga was crushed. He was upset. He was mad. He couldn't shake it off. I'm like, dude, that's when you go and get some shots and shake it off. Like maybe fuck your old lady if you can. You know what I'm saying? Maybe get, because I feel like if nothing Letitia can probably do sexually is this and this. Like all the girls would, you know what I'm saying? Like all the girls that look like Letitia with big titties and a big old mouth that they look like they don't have a lot of control over because the lips just be, sometimes it's like the lips just be they get away from you, okay? They just be all over the place. I feel like those girls are used to reaching their lips down to their titties. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? Everybody's getting the visual of where we're at with it. Do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, make the situation better for son. You know what I mean? Like there could have been ways to elevate the energy. So when we went to join Quad and King and play, couples games, it would not feel like just so unbalanced. My God. Oh my God. Contessa and Heavenly on the boat together with left, right, left, right. I was like, why is she so aggressive? Heavenly can't row that fast. Why are you rowing that fast? You know she can't row that fast. You gotta slow down, Contessa. Slow down. Girl, the energy. And I feel like Heavenly is scared she gonna get beat up or hit in the back of the head with an oar. So she just gonna keep it cute. All right. She's gonna keep it cute. Phaedra and Jackie showcase just how much like of Eeyore. I don't know if y'all have ever paid attention, but Phaedra and Jackie, even though they are both very, very smart, they sometimes can act very, very slow. and they just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Y'all get that vibe from them sometimes. So when they was in a boat and ended up going all the way another, but was, and then they turned around. All right, child, we made it. I was like, girl, I was dying when I tell y'all that scene was hilarious to me. So at the end of the day, Simone and Mimi won because Mimi's husband is a former NFL player. Steve and Mimi was gonna help win. Okay. And they're millennials. Okay, so that was another thing. Ooh, Lord, girl. So before dinner, Greg is mad about falling off the kayak. Okay. Even before we get downstairs, he laying on the bed like an upset little boy. I ain't in the game, mom. You know, that's the vibe that is given. And Letitia tells him that she and Quad are trying to get away from some of the awkwardness. And Greg says that he hasn't spoken to either one of them. Letitia says that they need to be positive. Greg says, so you trying to get me to rise above again. Rise above all my haters. Okay, shout out to Candy. She says that I'm constantly having to rise above some bullshit. Okay, that's one of them times them lips was just bullshit. Okay, like she be having to deal with that too. I can't even do it. Like I can't even like let my bottom jaw be loose enough to do whatever it is that she her mouth be. You know what I'm saying? But either way, girl, she says that she's constantly having to rise above, and if he can't do it, something is wrong with him. And I'm like, yeah, he's an immature jackass. I feel like that's what we've been trying to. Yeah, I feel like people really don't like to be honest about how fucked up and vindictive men can be because men will always attribute those types of characteristics to women. And I really feel like I see men behaving in a bitch made way more so than I see women behaving in a bitch made way. And I do see women being bitch made. And what I mean by that is you are unnecessarily vindictive, vengeful, and you're eventually going to destroy your own self with that type of behavior. So I'm going to just let you have it. I'm just going to move out the way. You ain't about to get me swept up in your tornado of fuck shit. Okay. But when it comes to men, men can be so fucking vengeful and vindictive over shit that they initiated over shit that they've already done to you. Like it just is wild the way that can happen sometimes. And I feel like Gregory is a very vengeful, vindictive little man. That's how I feel. Okay. Um, so his energy about this whole situation is so weird, right? Because you keep telling Letitia to, rise above it, don't argue, all of this shit. But when she tells you the same thing, it's not clicking. It's not clicking. You can't act as if you know better than her when you can't control yourself. Like you're the older one and she had more self-control than you did. I think that says a lot. I think that says a lot. But anyways, let's keep moving. Phaedra's new boo Shek joins them. Funky, I said Funky called him a gay man. Heavenly has them playing the newlywed game, basically, but calling it vibe check. And Heavenly FaceTime with Apollo before they started to see if he was coming with his wife Shireen, and he said he was not coming with his wife Shireen. Um, I really do feel like at the end of the day, y'all tried to hem Phaedra up with inviting Apollo. I don't feel like it was for good reason, but I like the fact that you found a good reason to use in order to bring them. Like they're the example of two people that have divorced and that have been able to be amicable. And so we would like them to lead the conversation in how Gregory and Quad could get there. But I'm like, y'all invited Apollo. Where the fuck was he? Because this would have been the time for him to have been there if that was the case. So that was all like, okay, what's going on? Was he late? Like, where was he? And I thought he did come with Shireen. So then it's gonna make me feel like you another old vindictive ass nigga. You didn't moved on and married this woman who you was playing with while you was in prison. You really married her so that you can get on a reality show and call her your wife, but we gonna let that rock. And ever since then, y'all have had issue after issue after issue. So you bringing her here. If you brought her here to Nanny Boo Boo Phaedra after you said that you wasn't gonna bring her, we gonna see how that all play out. Cause that's what it's giving. It's giving y'all was trying to hem Phaedra up and Phaedra anticipated fuck shit. So she brought somebody to be a buffer with her. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't get mad. You bring a nigga with you and spread some of that energy around. Okay. That's what you do. That's why what Quiet is doing right now is causing so much of a stir. Y'all was saying this was the best episode all season because Quiet brought her man and was on one. Okay. Where was I? So when Ken came out there with his shirt open, Toya said that all of the men needed to have their shirts on except for him. I was just like, she gonna keep talking about how, cause she just keep making little comments, y'all. Like, you can't tell me there's no envy in Toya about this situation. You just can't. I won't believe you. I'm sorry. I would feel like you ignoring the way she always making these little comments and shit. Everybody seemed to be under an illusion that they were about to have a pool party and get into a pool. So everybody got they bathing suits on, girl, but nobody got in the water. I feel like they should have had this conversation in the water. I feel like people should have been able to have their feet or their legs in the pool. I understand they have mic packs on, so you don't want the mic packs to get wet. But at the same time, I feel like we've seen people do scenes like this before. So, they could have made it work. They could have made it work. Okay. So vibe check questions for your spouse or a significant other, those of you sleeping together but not married. Oh, girl, Heavenly can't help but to be, just automatically antiquated. You just say your significant other, baby. It didn't have to be all of that. Phaedra calls her shady and full of shit. Um, yeah, yeah, pretty much. How many dates before sex? Contessa and Scott say 10 because they were in the military, so they were only seeing each other once a year. Shaq was like, what type of relationship is that? Letitia and Greg say between 30 and 60 dates. But now he could have gotten it done in 15 dates. Like, shut up, Greg. Shut up, Greg. But y'all, I was thinking about this and I was like, okay, so I made my husband wait 3 months, but we slipped up. We slipped up maybe a month in. We we listen, maybe a month and some time. We had known each other for years, so we were already friends. Like, I already know I can trust this person as an individual. So I feel like I was just giving it time and space in order to not rush into it. Cause I'm the type of person that if it feel good enough, I'll rush into the shit. So I like to give, stuff time because we was already really good friends, right? So I gave it like, we did the 3 month thing, but we had fucked around like a month in. And then after that, we waited. And then once Valentine's Day hit, I remember that was the 3 months basically. And for us anyway, because it wasn't a whole 3 months. But I was just like, I know this nigga already. I ain't gotta go through all that. Like, grown as fuck, bruh. Okay. I enjoy hunching. Here we are. Okay. But I feel like people sitting up there talking about they went on 30 dates. 30 dates? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like that's too much. I feel like a lot of y'all was lying. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. When the younger couple, like when Steve and Mimi said it was like 6 dates, between four to 6 dates or something like that. I was just like, that sound more accurate. That sound more accurate to me. Like, how many dates you need to go on before you want to fuck somebody? Like, I feel like shit. These days, 2, 3? Girl, 2 or 3. 2 or 3. We need to get that part out the way because if the sex not good, then we wasting our time. So we need to hurry up and figure out if that's like, I don't need to get emotionally invested into a situation that's gonna end up with me, wanting to stay with somebody with whack dickage. Like, I don't have time for that. Okay, that's just me. We need to find out what's going on before all the emotions are gathered and all of that. But I know it can also work the other way. Like, you have sex and then your emotions get all invested in shit. And then when the relationship part, the communication part is trash, but the sex part is good, you'll keep fucking with the person. That can be a thing as well if you don't have discipline. Okay, that can be a thing as well. Pray for the people. Jackie put 900, Curtis put 1,000,000. They just keep making me feel like they were never really into each other like that. Mimi and her husband say 4 to 5 days. Toya and Eugene said they waited 30 days. So if they was going on dates twice a week, that would be 24 dates. And I'm like, would it be? Like, would it be, y'all? I don't know. Yeah, somebody do the math. Y'all know I can't do math. But I guess Quad and King cheated, and then they just say, it was 30 dates because they were seeing each other every day. So then a question is asked: hard, soft, or just right parents? Hold on, wait, what did Greg? Greg and Sweet Tea said between 30 to 60 dates. That's too many damn dates. I'm sorry. That was too many dates to figure out if y'all wanted to fuck to me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna just have to say 30 dates is way too many dates in order to figure out if you want to smash. Like, that's weird. Anyway, it's not weird. I'm not saying like not weird, y'all. Please don't get me wrong. Not weird. But I'm just like, damn, like how long you need before you know? Like, I don't okay. Y'all, I'm trying to understand. Do y'all know how old Jackie was when she got married? Jackie was in her 30s or her 40s when she got married, right? Her late 30s. Jackie was still a virgin in her late 30s. Is that what we're to believe? I'm sorry, y'all. I don't believe Jackie. Whenever Jackie says that, her husband was the first and all of that, I feel like Jackie's lying. I feel like Jackie is lying. Like, let me not with a man. Hold up. Jackie married to medicine. I need to go to Jackie right quick. Okay. So 2002. So you mean to tell me Jackie Jackie, who is how old? 60? How old is Jackie, y'all? Because Jackie been married since 2002. So let's see. Jackie is 60 years old and she's been married since 2002. So that means she's been married for a little over 20 years. So you mean to tell me at 40, that was the first time she had sex? You want me to believe Jackie had sex for the first time at 40? Okay. I mean, it is possible. You're right. It is possible. It is possible. Maybe Jackie's asexual. Maybe that's what it is. Except for the times that I see her, eyeing some of the women every now and again. I feel like Jackie is lying, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't believe that Jackie was 40 years old having sex for the first time with Curtis. That does not make any sense to me. And then you made him wait so long. Like, anyway, to me, this is all signifiers y'all don't really like each other. Like, girl. Okay. Um, Hold up. Let me see. Okay, yes. Hard, soft, or just right parenting. When they get to King and Quad, he's an excellent, excellent, excellent father. And it encourages me to bust it wide open, baby. I'm telling you, I'm ready to have a baby for this man. See this nigga behind me? Girl, I ain't want no baby for him. Okay. And I'm championing that Miss Girl back here gonna give him a baby. We need a baby Lunsford. And I'm ready to go ahead and pay for the baby shower, Chef. Okay, girl. I'll throw you the baby shower because we need a baby Lunsford. Throw that ass in a circle. I was just like, this is so uncomfortable. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. At the end of the day, if Greg had really moved on with Sweet Tea the way they were claiming, the way they wanted Quad to do, I feel like he would not have been able to be upset by this. Good for her. If she want to have a baby with that nigga, great. That's good for her. I'm over here trying to have a baby with my wife. So how can I be mad about whatever she got going on? Obviously, it wasn't right for us. That's why it didn't work out. Not because she just so from now on, Quiet just supposed to not want to have children just because she wasn't ready to have them with you. And she had said, I just don't want to have them right now. It was never, I'd never want kids. It was, I'm just not ready right now. That's what she was always saying. I'm just not ready right now. And when you don't feel secure in the relationship, a lot of times you don't want to have a baby. Women have that experience all the time where they'll be with a man for a long time, don't get pregnant, move on to another nigga, and 5 minutes later they pregnant. Okay. So it just depends. All right. But for him to actually be bothered by what was being said, I think that showcased that he was jealous, and he's been faking and fronting, acting as if he was really over Quad. When Contessa said, when Contessa was in the confessional, she was like, bust it wide open. That's my man. When I tell you I was crying laughing, that shit was hilarious. Okay. How many times do they have sex a week? Cecil and Curtis both said 0. Those poor men. Um, Jackie was beating him with a thing because she said they have sex once a week. Quad and King say, "Child." Quad said, "Yeah, why, girl? Why are you asking us that?" To me, I feel like this was the moment that Quad knew she was gonna make that man feel uncomfortable. Cause she then goes on to, they both said 15, and then Toya was like, "Y'all lying, 15." The way Quad went, Quad went like, "Do you see us? What we lying for?" Another moment where I feel like Toya in her mind is like, damn, jealous as a motherfucker. It's okay. We all have these moments. Okay, girl, it's okay. So, sometimes I see people bathrooms and I be like, I want that bitch bathroom, bro. It's okay. We all have these moments. Anyway, who I say y'all gotta have sex more than 2 times a week? Because Greg and Letitia said they only have sex 2 times. She said, "Girl, you gotta have more sex than that." Okay, you gotta. This is when she said the shit about the baby shower. I had my notes confused, but it don't matter, girl. This was just a lot. This was a lot. Quiet was drinking. Quiet was on one, but I low key feel like so. The whole reason that Greg and Sweet Tea are even here is because y'all was trying to make her mad, and so now she doing it in scene, and now everybody want to be mad at Quad. Girl, go ahead and make everybody feel uncomfortable. They didn't give a fuck when you was uncomfortable. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a very petty tit for tat type of person sometimes. Okay, um, but it wasn't just Quad, because when they started to say the things that they don't like the most about their partner, and King held up the "she sleep too much" sign, and Scott got up and walked over to him and dapped him off for always putting her ass to bed. I'ma put you to bed, 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 and I'ma rock your body till you. Listen, I'ma put you to bed, bed, bed. I'm gonna put you to bed, bed, bed. That's what it was giving, girl. Girl. So look, don't act like it's just Quad that's poking the bear over there. The bear shouldn't be able to be poked by these things. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Child, the fire was right above his head. It was right, the flames on the side of his face, heaving breath, heaving breaths. Okay. The flames, okay, were right above his head. It was such a beautiful moment to have been shot. The tiki torch was flame behind his head, child. It was perfect. Okay. Toya screams how awkward this is. I said, "Not Toya. Toya, you've been asking for this type of fool of fucking niggatry." Shout out to Roxanne. Excuse me, y'all. They trying to get me sick, but I refuse. I refuse. Gotta take some oregano oil. All this weather changing and shit. It's hot outside today. What's going on? Anyway, so Quiet said, Quiet says this is his wife. Don't disrespect her like that. Letitia says, why would it be uncomfortable for him? Because Toya was like, it's uncomfortable for Dr. G. And Letitia was like, why would it be uncomfortable for him? And she was like, look, it's not awkward to me at all. Quad says that she wanted the marriage to end. So, she ended it and now they've moved on. Girl, when Letitia said and he wanted it to end too, Quad said, okay, girl, me and Heavenly, as I'm watching it, y'all, I literally said he did not at the same time that Heavenly said it. And then Damon looked at Heavenly and she, I'm sorry. It was just automatic. He did not. Like, girl, you watched the show. You watched the show. You know he didn't want that marriage to end. And you know that the way he is acting right now is showcasing the fact that he's not over Quiet because he's still jealous. He's still mad. Okay. He talking about, well, I think it's shameful not to fight for your marriage, insinuating that Quad did not fight for the marriage. I feel like that's cap. I feel like when men are in a position of power in a relationship and a woman is asking for them to change over and over again, the man will ignore her because they feel like they have the power in the relationship. I got the money. You ain't going nowhere. So even though you're asking me for things that I don't want to give you, I'm just going to keep ignoring what you want and do what I want to do anyway. And so eventually what wives will do is file for divorce and leave your fucking ass if they've been begging and begging for changes in some aspect and you're ignoring them because you think you have the power position. Then they divorce your ass. You no longer have a power position because the relationship is over. And then niggas get mad about that and then feel like anger. And then they low-key be mad at themselves, but they can't really be real and honest that they fucked it up. So they internalize it and then push the anger out onto the woman. I feel like we saw that with Scrappy and Bam. We've seen it over and over with Mel and Martell. Like we've seen it so many times where men are fucking up. Somebody begs them to do different. They say no, the woman leaves, and then after that, it's the woman's fault because she didn't stay and fight for the marriage. Are you crazy? How much was I supposed to do? Oh, thank you, love. Okay, so where was I in the notes? I'm sorry, I keep clearing my throat, y'all. I know that must be driving somebody insane. It would be driving my ass crazy. Um, he said it eventually became unhealthy. Quad says it wasn't right. It wasn't right. She was talking the same time he was talking. I was so irked. And they're a perfect fit, and I'm supporting them. I support their marriage. Greg says, well, we don't care if you support our marriage. I was giving you a compliment, fuck ass nigga, but if that's how you feel, okay. Okay. I guess we're not gonna keep it cute. And then he said, you ain't helping nobody with that big fucking mouth. I said, not big fucking mouth. Contessa ass gets up. So all we see is Contessa's ass in the screen. And if this was maybe like 2 seasons ago, I would have been very, very happy about this. But anyway, Letitia starts speaking to Quad, and Quad is saying, I'm what you want to be, huh? I'm what you want to be, huh? All she said, she was trying to calm him down. Letitia was like telling Quad to stop talking to him because it was making him even more upset. Letitia was not really going at Quad. He starts to turn. He's mad at Quad, but he can't really tell Quad shit. And I low-key feel like it's on his mind not to do too much with Quad because you don't want the nigga to get involved, right? So he then turns the angst that he has, towards Letitia. Babe, babe, babe. And I can't stand this. I can't stand when a man feels like they can sit there and make these little comments and be petty and keep an argument going. And then whenever the woman decides she wants to defend herself or defend you or speak up in any capacity, now you want her to shut up because her speaking is somehow making it worse when you were making it worse from the beginning. You were causing an issue and being, disrespectful. Everybody was saying it. And I feel like they probably edited some shit out as well. But either way, Quiet, he's screaming in her face. And Quiet said, child, your husband screaming at you, girl. Because my man would never talk to me like that. I'm sorry, y'all. I enjoyed this moment. And then when they showed like the wide shot, we see that now Quad is sitting on King's lap. I also appreciated that King did not try to really hush her. To me, sitting her on his lap was the way to divert her energy and make her stop giving her energy back there. Okay. I do feel like that was the best way possible to divert her energy. You don't scream in her face, babe, 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 and tell her to be good like she's a fucking child. And see, Letitia, this is why you don't get up there and act as if you figured something out and we should make these age gap relationships the norm and all of this, acting like there's not an unhealthy aspect to this shit. That's why we said you look dumb. Because essentially, this man is going to treat you like a fucking child. It does not matter that you are financially and you're financially capable of taking care of yourself. You don't need him. But because you are younger than him and he has more than you have, he is going to sun you at every turn. It is literally because of y'all age difference that he talks to you in that way, telling you to be good like you're a fucking child. He's the one that needs to control his emotions, but he's talking to you as if you're the problem. That was wild to me. So this then causes an issue between Letitia and this nigga, right? So the hotel must have told Simone they was too loud. So now the event is over, child. Quiet didn't like that Letitia spoke on Greg wanting the marriage to end. Don't make her run the minutes, okay? Don't make me run the minutes because they're dirty. He did me dirty, and all I did was build him up. Okay, y'all know how she got to give her Martin Luther King speeches and shit like that. King is over there saying how he felt like she's bringing the past into the present. And I'm like, at the end of the day, the past is in the present. He was sitting behind y'all. That's literally what was happening. I don't feel like Quad brought the past into the present. The past was already in the present when it was sitting behind her. Okay. I do feel like she went in. I do feel like she was drinking. I do feel like the comments that he was making probably triggered her and she wanted to rub all of that shit she got going on with that man in his face. I do feel that way. And I don't, as I have told y'all before, when it came to Love and Marriage Huntsville, because y'all seem to think, that I'm just, oh, you just love me. No, no, no. I am a fair person. I'm a fair person. I'm a Libra moon and a Libra rising, bitch. And I'm a Gemini. I look at both sides of a situation. To me, y'all have been putting Quad in this exact situation over and over again and daring her to act out so that you can point the finger and say that she's not over him and she hadn't moved on, even though it was always really about y'all trying to replace her with another bitch that Greg then picked up off the internet. You trying to replace me on my show. And I'm not saying my show like it's only her show, but we all know that Married to Medicine and Quad, girl, them things go together. Them things go together. Nobody is going to give I have a dream speech like Quad, girl. Nobody is going to give you a super trailer with moments where it is being commentated and spoke on with such fever and passion and emotion that you can add dunce before and after she says anything. Okay, y'all gonna stop playing on Quad Top. All of that extra shit works on TV, y'all. All that extra over the top emotion that Quad naturally has as a person, that shit works on television. It absolutely does. I don't always agree with Quad. I don't even think she should have been doing as much as she was doing in this scene. I feel like it was a buildup. And I also feel like she was there to do her job and give the people what they want. And once you done been drinking and you feeling loosey-goosey and now you don't give a fuck, whatever you've decided how you gonna handle it, that's how you gonna handle it in the moment. And how she was gonna handle it is to step on that nigga's toes as much as she possibly could. Yes, bitch, I'ma hurt his feelings because he been tried to hurt mine. And then he tried to bring your goofy ass on here to replace me as if you was gonna replace the Quad. Girl, you can't replace Miss Quad, Miss Quad. You cannot. You cannot. Okay. But anyway, um, everybody just want her to let the shit be and move on. Child, Mimi was like being a psychiatrist trying to calm her down. And when she touched her, she was like, oh no, I'm good. And I was like, damn, bitch, I hate that you was that turned up, but I know what you mean. When you be like upset like that, like, please don't try to like, let me calm myself down. Let me get it out so I can calm myself down. Don't try to like physically impress yourself on me when I'm mad. I don't like when people do that. Anyway, girl, Greg is reprimanding Letitia down to the elevator saying, I told you not to go back and forth with Quiet. I need to go for a walk. I'm mad. She like, I don't know what you mad about. I don't know what you angry about. I don't know what the problem is. You shouldn't be mad. At the end of the day, like I got to deal with a lot of shit. You should not be that upset. When he said, let that shit be, she got her man, let them move on. When he said she got her man, let them move on, that should have let you know what he was really upset about. He's really upset about the fact that she showed up with somebody that was better than you. For her. Yeah. I think, yeah, younger, still has money, nice looking, has a more masculine temperament. Um, he seems to be very supportive of her, and they fucking a lot. That's all shit for you to somewhat be jealous of, because those are things that you could not give her. Those are things you couldn't give her. And let's not forget the fact that Letitia has yet to give you what she thought she could give you that Choir couldn't. Remember, I'm gonna give you what you want. People act like that comment was not a direct insinuation on Quad not being able to give him a child or not wanting to give him a child. So it's like, I'm gonna give you that because she didn't do it. I'm gonna do it. So you came along and you still didn't do it. And to me, this is God's karma. Like, this is karma to me, right? Y'all tried to rub y'all relationship in that lady face, even though I feel like whatever happened in their relationship, Quad did not wrong him in order for y'all to be nanny boo-booing her and all of that. Like, just let the shit be. But no, you wanted to rub y'all's relationship in Quad's face. And now that Quad give y'all a little bit of that back, y'all out here spazzing. Now he mad at you, sweet tea, and you running behind him, trying to get other people to call him and talk to him because he's placing the blame on you. And really, he mad at himself because he couldn't control his anger. To me, the fact that you even showed anger towards her, you lost. Listen, if you're gonna be honest and say, I'm still hurt, I still miss her, I feel away, then don't do that. Don't act like you're unbothered if you are. But if you are somebody that is pretending to have moved on and you don't really feel a way about this person, getting angry about them having another person and showcasing that to everybody means you lost. It means you played yourself. You're supposed to be unbothered by all of this. It was supposed to make you want to love on Letitia more to show that you had moved on, and you didn't even do that right. So at the end of the day, to me, it looks like y'all were over there placing a lot of the stock in y'all relationship on pissing Quad off or one-upping Quad. And when Quad showed up with her version of that, y'all shit kind of paled in comparison, is what it's giving. It's giving y'all thought y'all had something to shit on her with, and then she showed up with something even better. And now y'all are upset and feeling away, and you can't take what you were dishing out to her. Because I don't know how many times I done heard Sweet Tea get on the internet and say that Quad is jealous of her relationship with Gregory. I don't know why somebody would be jealous of a relationship they left. I don't. And it's not like she couldn't have gone back. It took y'all a while. It took y'all 30 to 60 dates before y'all fucked. Quad could have came back in that time frame to get back with Dr. G and took him. And you wouldn't have been able to show him nothing with your bottom lip and your titties. You wouldn't have been able to do anything to win this man over if she had decided that she wanted him. And that's the truth of the matter. So I actually enjoyed this. I'm glad that Quad was able to get it out. I do wish that Quad would be, a little more controlled. But I also feel like, girl, y'all on a trip, y'all drinking, and people been doing this to you since last season. Get it out. Fuck it. Okay. And then when everybody dispersed, Damon, Heavenly, Curtis, Jackie talk about it. And Damon says if he was Greg, he would leave because, oh my God, how could I deal with somebody saying how much they having sex with her and her saying she won't bust it wide open for him? Like, I couldn't take that shit. Curtis said, I would never have come back to this group in the first place. And Jackie said, I wouldn't have wanted you to. So then I have to ask y'all, why did y'all want Gregory and Letitia on this show? Y'all act like y'all didn't want her on this show now. But back then, y'all was acting like y'all wanted them on the show so that they can replace Quad. That's what it felt like. And when that did not work out, now, here we are. Now here we are. No, she was not very demure. She was not very mindful. And I wasn't upset. I really wasn't. I had a giggle. I had quite the tee hee hee. Girl, I had quite the tee hee hee behind this. Now, y'all know that I feel like Gregory showed his ass. And to me, it showed his abusive tendencies that we've been talking about. That Sweet Tea was swearing up and down wasn't the truth, but then turned around and said he can be controlling and told us how he'll play with her mind and do things to scare her to prove a point. Like he plays with her mind. To me, whenever somebody plays with your perception of reality, you can't trust that person. Whenever somebody fucks with your perception of reality, you cannot trust that person. That's just what it is, y'all. And what I mean is, like, say something happens and they try to tell you that it didn't happen the way you know it happened. That type of shit. But let's see what she said. The real sweet tea said authenticity and truth will always shine through no matter how much envy or negativity tries to dim the light. My marriage is real and built on love and a bond that no outside noise can shake. But while some choose misery, we choose love, growth, and unwavering support for each other. I will never allow anyone to disrespect my spouse in my presence, period. Ma'am, I don't know what you're responding to. Um, but your husband is the one that was the negativity in the envy in the situation. This is very delusional of you, Letitia, for you to get up here and say this. This is very delusional, girl. This is a girl. It's very, very delusional. He looks upset in this picture. He looks uptight in this picture, girl. What Erica De Niro said, girl, I thought this was We Are Leaving the Show. Me too. Me too. I really did think they was leaving the show. I did. I did, girl. But yeah, I think Letitia has always been projecting whenever she has been acting as if Quad is envious of and she and Gregory. You girl, no, that's not what's actually happening. And I don't know where you're getting that from. Um, I'm trying to see. Okay, I don't know. Did y'all watch Heavenly? Did y'all watch Heavenly and all of them Messy Mondays or whatever the fuck? Because I know that she's been, spilling tea on the episodes and stuff like that and talking about the stuff that happened behind the scenes. I did not see the episode and I hadn't seen any clips. But anyway, let me read some of y'all comments. Thank you for the super chat, Gemini Nola. Girl, I'm no fan of Quad, but they tried to humiliate that lady all last season. Now she is getting her lick back. Oh, fucking well. Greg's intent was to continue to mentally abuse Quad by using tea. It's giving narcissist. Thank you so much. And I totally agree with you. Jennifer, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate you, love. You're the perfect wife for Gregory. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yeah, Heavenly said Greg was acting out bad and was yelling, "Shut the fuck up," standing over T. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Where did they do this? What did they do that video, girl? Let me see. Quiet got him. She was drunk and dragging. Why was a gold digger who never planned on having a baby with that man? Uh, she just needed to get off the couch. T is the victim they claim Quad is. She never is at fault. Oh, Lord. Heavenly went live. Look under her tab on her page. You can see the clips on Jamie's page. Okay, so Jamie posted the clips. Cool beans. Cool. Let me go to Jamie's page. Let me see. Shout out to my girl. Shout out to my girl, Jamie. Okay, hold up. Also, Ladies first panel, the Bravo shade room. Okay, I see it. I'm gonna go pull it up over there. Um, shout out to Jamie. Ladies first panel will commence next week, not this week. Okay. Oh Lord, why I gotta go through all of that? I'm not signed into Twitter. Okay, fine. We'll just do it.
Shaded the new couples and why you so pressed about Faye. Don't give a fuck what Faye do, okay? All I'm saying is we didn't know she was bringing no damn body. A Lord Toxic. We didn't know she was bringing nobody. No, nobody give a fuck. Last year she came by herself. Ain't nobody pressed. Why would I be pressed, Lord Toxic? You wasted your $5 because move that on. But my whole thing is, why would I be pressed? I don't give a damn who Phaedra brings. But since you said it, I'm going to go and put it out there. Phaedra already knew, damn it, chick. She knew him before the fucking speed dated, and she knew he was Apollo's friend. Now, she was trying to get a lick back just like Quad was trying to get a lick back. The problem was, this was the problem. The problem was, Apollo found out. So then he brings his wife. And his wife cursed the fuck Phaedra out, okay? I'm just lay it out, because I don't even give a damn no more, because you pissed me off, Toxic, whatever your name is. But I was glad that she brought a date, because last time she sat around by herself, and you could tell she was kind of uncomfortable that she was on a couple's trip by herself. So I'm glad the man want to get his name out there in the world, and that it's a fake ass relationship, but he's trying to promote his businesses per what they say he said.
Okay.
And I'm glad that maybe he can get some recognition on the show, because that's why he's here, no other reason. I really don't think she's interested in this dude. However, let me go past the episode, because I don't know. She sure kissed his ass. She tongued that brother Tucker, because I was like, oh, Apollo ain't here yet, but Apollo ain't here yet. I'm going backwards. Listen, let me come back, because she kissed him in front of Apollo. Tongue. And I was sitting there like, I'm a dentist. And there's so much bacteria. You don't know where that man funky ass hands been. Look like he got them long fingers that been up at somebody coochie. And she gonna let him feed her, and then he gonna kiss her. Come on, baby.
It was the feeding for me. I was kind of like, girl, no, ma'am. Not you over here letting this man feed you on the first day. I was kind of, but everybody do a little something strange for a piece of change. Okay. Evelyn, wasn't you getting hunched on behind a building or something like that? You had said you and your husband went anyway, girl, it don't matter. Okay. Everybody do a little something strange or whatever. But I will say this. I remember talking to my patrons and I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Faith
Hold up, y'all.
He stood up and he started screaming at me. They only showed a part of it. Now, when he got up and started, he said, you talk too fucking much. You shut the fuck up. I thought he was talking to Sweet Tea, because everybody, Tim was sitting right here. They couldn't see. We thought he was still talking to Sweet Tea. Cecil got up and got in between them, because he was like on Sweet Tea, and it was so cringing. I was like, God damn, what the hell? And to me, honestly, Sweet Tea didn't even really say that much. It was Quad. Quad was talking cash shit. She was talking about, and things I can't say, but she was talking about things that happened in their marriage and the things that he did to her. When they asked me, well, who was he talking to? I said he was talking to Sweet Tea. This bitch ass Toya said, oh no, he wasn't talking to Sweet Tea. He was talking to Quad when he said, shut the fuck up. You talk too fucking much. He was a calm guy. He looking like this. We was wondering why he talking to Sweet Tea.
So y'all not hearing this? I see y'all saying muted, but I could have sworn by now y'all would have heard. Let me try it again, girl. Hold up. Let's start it over since y'all saying. Can y'all hear me before I continue on? Because I unmuted myself. Oh, y'all can hear? Okay. Okay. So was it going in and out? Is that what y'all was saying? Girl, I don't know what the fuck going on. That's weird. Let me send it to myself. Maybe I'll be able to because I don't remember, y'all. I had to create a whole nother fucking YouTube. I had to create a whole nother Twitter, and I don't remember. Hold up. Y'all like the video. I'm about to pull it up so that y'all can actually hear it. I wish somebody would have put it on Instagram. But, oh well. Let me see if I can remember the goddamn password, y'all. See, I can't remember the password. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I didn't want to do that. Because I knew I wasn't going to remember it. Okay, let me see.
She talking about stop talking. They only showed He got real mad. In fact, he stood up and he started screaming at Sweet Tea, talking about, stop talking. They only showed a part of it.
Damn.
Now, when he got up and started, he said, you talk too fucking much. You shut the fuck up. I thought he was talking to Sweet Tea because everybody, King was sitting right here. They couldn't see. We thought he was still talking to Sweet Tea. Cecil got up and got in between them because he was like on Sweet Tea and it was so cringing. I was like, God damn, what the hell? And to me, honestly, Sweet Tea didn't even really say that much. It was Quad. Quad was talking cash shit. She was talking about and things I can't say. But she was talking about things that happened in their marriage and the things that he did to her. When they asked me, well, who was he talking to? I said he was talking to Sweet Tea. This bitch ass Toya said, oh no, he wasn't talking to Sweet Tea. He was talking to Quad when he said, shut the fuck up. You talk too fucking much. The King is a calm guy. He looking like this. We was wondering why he talking to Sweet Tea like this. And then Cecil got in front of them like, from what I can remember, he tried to break it up. Sweet Tea, if you got all this mouth for everybody else, why do you let this man talk to you like he your daddy and you just take it? To me, it's not. It's making me feel like, I don't know. I don't like it. And I don't dislike Sweet Tea. I think she's a sweet girl. I really do. I just think that just like Contessa, these bitches got all this mouth for everything else, but then they ninjas do them wrong and they ain't got nothing for that.
Now listen, I'm gonna say this. Let Heavenly tell that everybody's husband is abusive. That's one.
Y'all can catch the rest of Jamie's live on Jamie That's Me. Okay. But yeah, girl, I'm not surprised. Also, I feel like she's not wrong. And I keep saying, like I do think that's weird the way y'all do that. I do think that's weird how y'all do that. Y'all can have all of this mouth for women about shit that doesn't matter. And these men disrespect you and talk to you crazy and you have nothing to say. It's wild. I'm trying to see if there is a post on another post or something before I get off of this. But yeah, y'all, that's basically, what all went down. Let me see. When did this come out? 3 days ago. Okay. All right, hold up, y'all. Let's hit this up.
Right? And then if you didn't know, the next season you knew Quad was coming back, so you knew what it was. But then now you done got married, you got your new wife in front of Quad, it's okay. But when Quad gets a man, y'all can't take it. Did y'all see the man doing the push-ups? And I tell you, I didn't see this with my own eyes, but they said when he was doing the push-ups, 1 Letitia, 2 Letitia, 3, I think we're trying to remember he was married. They say he was looking at King the whole time like, nigga. I'm sorry, I didn't say ninja. I don't know. We gonna pray for everybody, but Quad was out of control. If y'all, both of y'all are so traumatized, and y'all can blame the shit on me all you want to, but actually, end of the day, these two grown in the fucking visuals, okay? Why would you come back to a show where you know your wife? Do you really feel like your wife and Sweet Tea were never going to interact? I'm just asking. Did you not? Why come to a show when you knew Quad was going to be there? And you know how Quad is. Keep watching. It ain't over. And you're going to slowly see. Can I say this? That everything that Quad said was pretty much true. You know? Once the let's go to pass, but back on the show. Exactly. What did he think was going to happen? Y'all know these shows is messy shit. If y'all don't want to messy shit, y'all might want to get off Bravo TV. You know what I'm saying? I came in a show that y'all knew Quad was at, right? And then even if you didn't know, the next season you knew Quad was coming back, so you knew what it was. But then now you done got married, you got your new wife in front of Quad, it's okay. But when Quad gets a man, y'all can't take it. Did y'all see the man doing the push-ups? And
all right, I think that was that one. Let me see. Okay, that was about Phaedra. Let's see. And let's just run it one more time.
Dr. G got real mad. In fact, he stood up and he started screaming at Sweet Tea, talking about, stop talking, stop talking. They only showed a part of it. Now, when he got up and started, he said, you talk too fucking much. You shut the fuck up. I thought he was talking to Sweet Tea because everybody, King was sitting right here. They couldn't see. We thought he was still talking to Sweet Tea. Cecil got up and got in between them because he was like on Sweet Tea and it was so cringing. I was like, God damn, what the hell? And to me, honestly, Sweet Tea didn't even really say that much. It was Quad. Quad was talking cash shit. She was talking about, and things I can't say, but she was talking about things that happened in their marriage and the things that he did to her. When they asked me, well, who was he talking to? I said he was talking to Sweet Tea. This bitch ass Toya said, oh no, he wasn't talking to Sweet Tea. He was talking to Quad when he said, shut the fuck up. You talk too fucking much. The King is a calm guy. He looking like this. We was wondering why he talking to Sweet Tea like this. And then Cecil got in front of them like, from what I can remember, he tried to break it up. Sweet Tea, if you got all this mouth for everybody else, why do you let this man talk to you like he your daddy and you just take it? To me, it's not, it's making me feel like, I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I don't dislike Sweet Tea. I think she's a sweet girl. I really do.
It was making you feel bad for her. It was making you feel bad for her, and you don't want to feel bad for her. Somebody, yeah, I watched this episode and I didn't understand the I'm what you want to be comment. You didn't? You didn't? You didn't understand the I'm what you want to be comment? You don't understand that? Oh, okay. It wasn't delusional. It wasn't delusional. Like, I'm sorry. It's not delusional to think that you wanted to be like Quad. You literally saw her on a reality show and slid in her ex-husband's DMs to give him what you felt she was supposed to give him. And then you married him and came on the show in order to replace her. It's definitely I don't understand how you could not understand that. I don't understand. Like, to me, it's giving slow if you don't understand that. We've both been blessed to find, blessed with love again. At least that's how I see it. But it's giving a bad case of ain't no fun when a rabbit got the gun from the other side. Okay, listen. That's where I'm at with it, y'all. That's where I'm at with it. Okay. This is not surprising to me at all because personally, I feel like y'all should have listened to Quiet at the very beginning when she told y'all that this nigga was abusive and y'all didn't want to believe her. Y'all didn't care what she was talking about. So at the end of the day, when he then goes into this new relationship and exhibits some of those same abusive behaviors, what do y'all have to say now? Yes, Quiet was doing the most in the scene. That does not change the fact that he showcased his inability to control his emotions in that scene just as much as she showcased that she's going to go to hell and back when she sees fit. I think two things can be true at the same time. I think that Quad could be somebody that holds grudges. And so if you say something to her, she'll bring up all of the old shit that you did to her that bothered her. She will bring it all up. I do think that. I don't think she still wants Greg. I don't think she envies a life with Greg. I think that the fact that y'all would let her, Sweet Tea, and him come on this show has pissed her off. That's what I think. I think it pissed her off. And I think that is where she is coming from in her angst towards Gregory and Letitia. And Letitia really didn't say a lot. Letitia really wasn't going in like that. It was all Gregory. And the fact that he talked to you like that and then turned around and left you at the room, he is emotionally immature. He is incapable of controlling himself in a way that does not damage you before he gets there, because he mishandled Sweet Tea. If you ask me, that was not the way he should have handled her. And I feel like it just showcases that he is exactly who he's always been. He has not changed. He has not done any work on himself. He's still controlling. He's still insecure. He's still petty. He's still vengeful. He's still an asshole. I also feel like when he cheated on Quad, it was vindictive. It was like, you're not giving me what I want. You're not doing what I want. So I'm going to cheat on you. Just like whenever she had a new business venture or something she wanted to do to make money or something, he would always be like, he would joke on her, make fun of her. Like he would just make little comments that I feel like was meant to make her feel insecure in whatever she wanted to do. Always. He always did that to her. So I feel like that's no different. He's exactly who we thought he was. So yeah. Hold up, let me see. And the fact that he's a psychiatrist, I've been saying that. I've been saying that. The fact that he's responsible for helping other people deal with their mental is wild to me. They wanted to be pick-me's and protect Greg. They absolutely did. They absolutely did. Especially Mariah and Toya. Girl, you ain't never lie. Remember how everyone used to go at Quad because she had no man? Now look. Definitely. Greg drug Quad down the stairs by her hair. Unfortunately, Sweet Tea didn't understand what she got herself into, which is why we were calling her Goofy. That's why. Hey, Talia. He tried to break her back then and it didn't work. Great show as always. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming. All right, y'all. I'm going to bid y'all adieu. I'll be back at 5:30 so that we could do a BondyBlue show and talk about the things that are on the internet. So please make sure you come back, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, like the video, follow BondyBlue Bites for bite-sized portions of moi. Mwah. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. All right.